What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have an amazing day so far. Like always, if you're new to the channel, I want you guys to hit the thumbs up, and only if I bring value to you guys through this video or any other video, I want you guys to hit the subscribe icon. For today's video, I want to talk to you guys about what money really is. I know I talk a lot about finance through this YouTube channel, ultimately through my other videos through about the Corvettes, or even about just, how I was able to afford a house at the age of 22, and even being able to buy, my dream car by the age of 25. But I think based on my audience view and how old a lot of you guys are, a lot of us don't really understand the concept of money, what money is, and that's really I want to go in depth with in this video. Before you click out of this video, just take a moment, listen to what it is, because whenever at the age of 19, when I first initially started like doing research about finance, I thought money is just a basic thing. It's just something. It's like a tool ultimately you use to trade. You trade your time in a sense. For money, and the money that you receive is what you're going to be trading in for goods and services that you ultimately going buy things that you appreciate and things that make you feel good in a sense. So in a way, my sense of understanding about money was that I needed to trade my time in order for me to receive more money. So today I'm going to kind of break down in a sense as to how financially savvy you need to be, and kind of comprehend and appreciate what money is really going to be about, and change your mindset about how to use money properly. So one of the biggest things, a misconception a lot of us have about money, is that you need to put it aside and save in all those things. And for those of you that are young, specifically when I joined the Marine Corps, I was pretty much 17, 18 years old, coming in. My parents always told me you need to save everything, or save as much as you can, put money aside for, whenever you want to buy a house, want to do all those things, which is not in any sort of way a bad thing to do. In a way, it's a smart way, because you kind of project it to have an investment return in a sense. But thankfully for me, I didn't really need to put anything down for me to buy a house. So in a way, I was fortunate enough for that. But realistically speaking, I'm kind of want to give you guys a little bit of change of mindset as to what money really is. So as you guys can see, I've been active with the military. So I kind of want to talk to you guys in the military standpoints. I view my money as my little Marines in a sense, because I'm a Marine. But you can view your money as little soldiers, or little sailors, for example. View money as a sense of like being little men for you, and the goal or the mission for those guys is whenever you send them out to conquer, whenever you send them out to do something, conquer, attack, or whatever, the goal and purpose of it is for them to come back with another one of theirs. So the U.S. in general, or even the Roman Empire, was extremely smart when it comes to this. So why was the Roman Empire so successful? I don't know, it has nothing to do with money, but I kind of want to give you guys a little different thought process so you guys can think about outside the box. So from the Roman Empire standpoint, the reason why they were so successful in conquering most of Europe as well as Africa and all those continents is ultimately because each time they conquer a place, they will ultimately bring somebody back with them, and those other individual will actually join their army. So same thing for Alexander the Great, and same thing for Napoleon. All those great leaders, in a sense, were able to ultimately multiply themselves and use the enemy in order to fight the enemy. So in a way, for you to mindset money wise, is you have to be able to be smart enough. For example, for every dollar you spend on something, that $1 should bring you $1.50 back. So, or even a single dollar back. That means you double your money over time. So this is where you come into mindset of money is not just money. It's not just a tool with which you trade your time for. It's a tool that ultimately is supposed to conquer and recreate itself and pretty much reproduce itself. So for me, I know I'm saying this while driving around a Corvette, which technically depreciate over time, but technically speaking, I'm doing a YouTube video. So in a sense, I'm using, the value of the car to bring you a knowledge like, hey, and technically this I can actually claim in taxes as well. So when it comes down to it and I start receiving money from YouTube, this can be claimed in taxes. So, depreciation of the car can be claiming taxes and stuff like that. This is why I say, like, for every investment you do, any purchase you make, think about it as to how is that going to bring me my money back? Or how is that going to bring me money? Now, realistically speaking, I understand the concept of like you need food, you need all those things and all those basic needs, which is perfectly fine. But in everything else, when it comes to your entertainment aspects, when it comes to your play for money, when it comes to you traveling, view it has to So one thing about me was also that whenever I travel, you have to view it as to what can I potentially do while I'm traveling that will potentially bring me money back. So in a way, if you are an Instagram influencer, you can ultimately take, massive, beautiful, gorgeous pictures of the scenery and, create your Instagram and become an Instagram influencer. And some other aspects is, so that's one way to pay for your travels. For me was I always left whenever I was traveling. I always had my laptop with me, and I would be in Thailand where it would be daytime or early morning, and it would technically be the next day in the U.S. So realistically speaking, or the day before in US. Realistically speaking, I was able to invest in the stock market while it would be nighttime and it would be daytime in the US. So we enjoy my daytime, and then I would go and invest in the stock market at nighttime, whenever before I went to sleep. So in a way, it's like you have to view travel and you have to view things that you enjoy doing as some way for you to make additional money. So for those of you that are young and don't quite comprehend what I'm trying to explain, is ultimately you have to view money as a little soldier of yours, or something, or a piece of candy in a sense, that is supposed to bring you the extra sweetness back. So just view it as in a sense that you need to use that to bring you something back. If it doesn't do that, it doesn't bring you the satisfaction of receiving a secondary thing, then you need to kind of analyze and potentially view what you can do different. What are the needs? Because trading your time for money is perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable, but you need to kind of think about outside the box. Unless you're planning to work in a company for 10 to anywhere about 30 years before looking for retirement or potentially looking for a pension, which honestly for us millennials, like I talked in my previous video, you most likely will not be able to ultimately retire when it comes to our age. I will be doing a follow-up videos on that and go a little bit more in detail as to why I don't believe there will be anything such as retirement for us. But for now, realistically speaking, use your money to bring you more money back. Use your money, you use your little soldiers, like Kevin O'Leary explains in quite a bit of his videos, to bring you, somebody else back with him. And that's how you're going to conquer the world ultimately, and really conquer your world of finance. So be smart, use your money, send it out, and make sure that money brings you money back. A little bit in understanding, a little bit more comprehensive, is ultimately use your money, invest in things that will eventually over time bring you some money back. All right, guys, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, and only if I brought value to you guys through this video or any other video, hit the subscribe icon. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.